Let's hear those voices. They're not fake, but I wonder sometimes. Oh my god, are you okay?
No.
I didn't see her.
Why are you not looking?
I was looking. I didn't see you.
Okay, so
Bro, oh my gosh, man. Like, how? She has to be high on something or wasted or under she has to be under the influence of something, bro. There is no way you can be driving, hit someone and not, bro, she's looking straight ahead unless something is on her dashboard that she's focusing on, why she's not focusing on what's directly in front of her, because there's no way she should have hit a person and then stop in disbelief as if she doesn't know what just happened. And then, bro, like, yo, this is, I swear, man, like every time I come up here and I think that, oh, this is the craziest thing that I've ever seen, next time I make a video, I see some other shit, bro. Like, it is not physically possible for you to have your eyes on the road and run a person over without seeing them, bro. It's not possible. It is not. If it was a case where the person just run out into the road or run across the road immediately, like suddenly from out behind something that would be, hiding their appearance, then I would understand. But you're looking straight ahead, the person is in front of you, and you're telling me that you didn't? Right. She has to be under the influence of something.
to me, this is the most interesting part of the video, because if you go back, it looks like this woman is looking straight down the road. Like, it does look like she's paying attention here, yet she somehow manages to send somebody flying over her windshield. It's like the video evidence we have contradicts itself. Unless whoever got hit jumped out of this car like one of those insurance scam videos, I don't know how
That's the same thing
happened.
I said.
I'm telling you, I did not see you.
How?
Just tell me how I can help.
So one thing I want to mention is that she deleted the original live stream from when this happened. I know, surprising. So I can't actually confirm that she was high when this happened. I say this because she seems pretty sober during this interaction, but I guess running somebody over in your car would probably be a pretty sobering experience. Might snap you out of it for a moment, but it's got me thinking how I would react if I ever hit somebody in my car. What's the etiquette for when you run somebody over? I mean, I guess you apologize, right? Is that really gonna mean anything in the moment, though? Hey, bud, my bad. Sorry your leg's facing the wrong way, but I got a Candy Crush notification that I just could not ignore. I'm sure you'll understand.
Bro.
I don't know.
Yo.
Okay. Okay.
Get out the car.
Oh my god, you guys. I don't know what just happened, but it wasn't good.
Don't worry, I can handle this one. I think you hit somebody with your vehicle. This actually seems like a pretty black and white situation, and not sure how you're confused on what just went down.
Exactly,
Where do you want me to go?
Yo, just pull over, put on your hazard, and get out the car.
I plan on it. Can I park? Alright guys, here's your content for the day.
Yeah, so this might be the most insane thing a person has ever said. Can you imagine running somebody over in your car and
Bruh, one of the most fucked up part of this video is the fact that after it happened, she had the audacity to act surprised as if she doesn't know what the fuck just happened. And also, she's so nonchalant about the situation, bro. Like, how can you be so nonchalant about the situation? It's like she doesn't even realize the urgency or the severity of what she just did, which kind of just backs up my assumption that she has to be under the influence of something, bro. This is not a normal reaction unless you're just a fucking psycho. Unless you're a psycho and you find pleasure from doing this type of shit, then probably that's a normal reaction for a psycho, but it's still not normal. You know what I'm saying? It is crazy that people go viral all the time for doing nonsense and shit like this. And you have people out here who are actually doing better things, stuff that is more entertaining, educational, or productive, and they're not getting the highlights. But bro, I mean, I guess when you look at social media and you look at the things that really get pushed by the algorithm, you can't be too surprised that shit like this always blow up. It's facts. But let's see what happens.
That basically guarantees you jail time, because unless you have a dash cam that shows the person jumping out of a bush Looney Tunes style onto your windshield, you're going to get proven guilty and you're going to jail. Can you imagine doing such a thing and then your first cohesive thought after the shock starts to kind of wear off and you've let the situation sink in for a moment is to look down at your camera and say, well, there's
This
the
is
content for today,
like,
guys.
bro.
I've honestly got to respect the dedication of the craft. This lady
I
is
wouldn't
a
even
true
remember.
grinder.
I would not even remember that I have a live stream going on if something like that would happen, bro. I would totally be like out of my mind trying to figure out how to right this wrong that I just did.
When it comes to getting out that live streaming content, you can't argue with that. Her mind is always on content. You gotta respect that. So that's where the clip of this happening ends. So far, I haven't heard anything about this lady getting arrested. It's only been a couple days though, so I'm sure something's gonna come of this. But also, if this is the last time we ever hear anything about this, I really wouldn't be that surprised. The attention will probably just be shifted to another streamer hitting somebody else in their car, yet this time they did it on purpose for a donation or something. Which leads me to
Right.
what I wanted to talk about a bit more earlier. The standard of what's
Yo, before he gets into that, like, shit, he just really sparked something in my brain, bro. Now, as you said, what if this started a trend? We saw that lady that was driving and beating the guy. Now we see somebody driving and running somebody over, allegedly accidentally. I don't believe it for a second. But anyways, now what if we start to see other streamers driving and they have like a donation goal, like donate $100 and I'll just run a random person over, like, bruh, it's funny, but it's not funny, but at the same time, it's just so fucked up. But it's kind of a hilarious thing to think about because it is not that far from just a thought. You literally have people today that is actually crazy enough to do some insane shit like this. So, yeah, I would not be surprised if next week I go on the internet and I start seeing shit like this. Or even later on. Bruh, it just goes to show how crazy and the people in this world have become. Like, people will do anything for the attention, anything for just that few seconds of fame, anything. I've seen people literally eat from a trash can just so they could get a pair of free Balenciaga. Now, you're trying to tell me that your dignity, your hygiene, and your body overall doesn't mean shit to you? The clothes is worth more than your health? Bruh, yo, man.
okay while live streaming, and what's okay in the name of content getting more and more extreme every day, and how it's causing stuff like this to basically get no attention. To explain all of this, I have a theory. When I was a kid and I was getting into the internet is when the internet really entered its modern era. I got into the internet really young, I know, who would have thunk? The guy who's a YouTuber was obsessed with the internet as a child, and about 2006 is when I really was like, oh my god, this stuff is awesome. In 2005, 2006 is also when the internet sort of became this method of connection. Before that, it was a lot of one-on-one stuff. This was the age of social media being invented, search engines getting crazy advanced, YouTube was being made, Facebook was taking off, Twitter was being made. It was a pretty revolutionary time for the internet. And at the time, obviously, being a young kid, I didn't have a frame of reference to how this was different to what the internet was like in the late 90s, for example, but I knew that it was different. I knew that this stuff was new. And the internet became this way to connect with people like never before. Social media was getting bigger, YouTube was getting bigger, online games were getting bigger, and it created this connection between all kinds of different people, whether it was just people you went to school with or people across the country. And while it connected a lot of different people, it was new enough that it felt pretty small for a long time. And there was this like sweet spot of people who were the right age and had the right amount of experience to do stuff with the internet beyond just observe what other people were doing. Back in 2007, for example, knowing how to film, edit, and upload a video to YouTube was not something that everybody knew how to do like they do today, which led to this feeling that I think a lot of people who were active on the internet during this time can relate to, that a lot of people were on the internet, but not a lot of people were contributing to it. So when something new and big happened, it was a big deal and you talked about it for a long time. There wasn't something to just instantly replace whatever just happened. Like the concept of a viral video is sort of dead in this era. Short of somebody like getting assassinated, which even then I don't know if that could replicate it, is not going to have the effect that a viral video would have back in the day when people would talk about one specific video for months, if not years. I mean, think about how long stupid shit like the Nyan Cat used to be popular and relevant. Or even stuff as recent as that stupid selfie Ellen took at the Oscars. Like, it's just a selfie of celebrities. That's it. And it was a huge thing. Harambe, the black and blue or yellow and gold dress, D's nuts. These things used to be things people would reference for months, years. And that era of the internet is dead. It's just gone. With every...
I definitely agree with what he said. I agree with it and I understand it. And it's so funny that I've never thought about this before. Never. So, but I can acknowledge that he's right. What it means to go viral today isn't the same as what it was like, what, 5-10 years ago? Because back 5 to 10 years ago, when something went viral, it would have been trending for weeks, for months, bro, even potentially years. But that is not the same again. Like today, something may blow up and you get a bunch of views within what, probably a day or two, or 20, between 24 hours to 2 days. Something may blow up and, you know, a bunch of people may see it. But after like a day or 3, it just falls off. It's not being discussed anymore because, like he said, back in that time, there wasn't much to really replace what was already there. But today, you have so many content creators, whereas you have so many choices of, you know, different things that you can watch. Whereas, for example, if I get a viral video today and, you know, video is going and all of that, somebody comes along with probably something of the same topic and posts a video of the same topic, and that video may just, you know, do as well as mine or better, and it kicks mine off. So that's how the concept comes in of, you know, having something replacing what is there already. So given the number of content creators today, we have so many options of shit we can watch on the same topic. So the virality isn't relevant. Again, it's just about who can get the most views, or if you can get a consistent amount of decent views, depending on, you know, the size of your audience, just the same. Because back in the day, when you look at a YouTuber who had millions of followers or millions of subscribers, they used to get millions of views, bro. But now I'm really seeing that YouTubers that have millions of subscribers are getting like anywhere from like 30K to like 100K views on their videos, and momentarily they'll get like a million, or they'll get anywhere from like 500 to a million views. We're not talking about Mr. Beast here because Mr. Beast is Mr. Beast, whatever, man. But I'm just saying, the internet has changed so much, and my guy says something that is simple but hits so deep. A lot of people were using the internet, but not a lot of people were contributing to the internet, and that says a lot.
Every day that passes, more and more stuff gets filmed to the point where we have
Right.
filmed everything. Everything's already gone viral, so nothing is
Right.
surprising anymore. I mean, even the biggest names on the internet are confined to their respective circles. For example, when's the last time you heard about a Mr. Beast video? I genuinely have not heard of a Mr. Beast video outside of going to look for one since he made that Squid Game video. I'm serious, and that's been years. And all of his videos are the most insane concepts you've ever heard of, and they
Sure.
all get over 100 million views. Yet if you're not a Mr. Beast fan, you never hear about them. If Mr. Beast
Right.
could go back to like 2011 and release a video like he does today, then like the
It
YouTube
would go
servers
viral.
might have exploded. The biggest video of 2011 was Rebecca Black's Friday. This was the era of YouTube where if you weren't making a music video, people had not even begun to consider, hey, what if we actually spent money on these videos? All of this is to say that people who have been born somewhat recently, like if you're 14, 15, 16 or younger, have just grown up with this kind of internet culture. If you were born
Right.
in 2010, it's just what you're used to. By the time you're 6 or 7, it's public knowledge that people are making millions of dollars off of YouTube videos. Social media is a dangerously important part of most people's lives, and you can Google
True.
literally anything and see it. Anything you want to see, there's a video of it somewhere. People are and have become genuine celebrities from being internet figures. It's just different. There's not that reference from when the internet was this kind of slow place where big things only happen so often. So younger people, when they see streamers like this, it's just nothing to them. It's no big deal, which I think is why we're seeing this increase in people doing these absolutely insane
Right.
things on the internet. Because
'Cause
after
they're,
you
like,
see them for the dozenth
desensitized.
time, you're like, okay, well, I guess people are just doing this stuff now. Nothing to really care about anymore. I think it's honestly just the novelty of the internet has finally worn off. At the beginning, it was like, oh my god, I can see anything I want. And now it's, yeah, I can see anything I want. Times have changed. Well, guys, what are your thoughts? Do you
Well, guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Definitely drop a like on the video if you did. Drop a dislike if you didn't. Definitely subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.